These are my three words: opportunity, prosperity, and humility.
Well, friends, you all must be aware the kind of turmoil that exhibition industry, the event industry went through in the last 27 months. It was a very difficult time. Today we have with us a gentleman known as the icon for the Indian exhibition industry, or rather the global exhibition industry. We are sitting with Mr. Ravinder Sethi, who is the CMD at RE Rogers India. He is also occupying senior roles with various renowned industry associations like Indian Exhibition Industry Association, UFI, and AFECA. He started his exhibitions business in the year 1986, a long time back, and he would be the best man to tell us what has been the state of Indian exhibition industry and how those sentiments are changing in the present times.
Thank you, Raghav. There's a slight difference this time since we met last. There's a smile on my face. And you mentioned that the times were difficult. No, they were not difficult. They were unthinkable, unprecedented, something which we cannot even think about that it could happen to us all over the world. The business was zero. There was darkness everywhere. And so many of our compatriots, our friends, colleagues, family members lost their lives. So it was darkness. What was the first thing in my mind? I'll tell you. What will we be looking at when we come out of it? Right? So maybe I had a vision. I knew we'd come out of it. So one had to think of three things. One, take care of your loved ones, your families, your colleagues, their families, and that became our first objective. Second objective was in our own business, how to ensure that there is a level of confidence which should come from day zero, not only within the organization, but with all our partners, whether they were our vendors, our labor forces, our agents overseas, our customers, organizers, to ensure that we give them the confidence that we are here. Last but not the least was to make sure that wherever possible, we, or rather I personally, can put forth that India is there and we will come out of it in a huge, resounding way, the country. And today, when I said just now, the smile, I think I think we or I have been successful in all three of these objectives.
India as the destination to bring exhibitions, large scale exhibitions to our country. What level of preparedness do you see in our approach to bring such exhibitions to our
Yes.
territory?
Yes. Uh, I must say that I'm very, very proud of what I saw in the last 27 months. Our own IIA, our industry associations, other members of the industry, the trade, whether they uh, belonged directly to the industry or indirectly to the industry, there was so much of a unity to put in everything possible to bring our industry back to life. You remember we had so many sessions, so many webinars. You conducted quite a few. In early days, it was all confidence building, and then how to work out the advocacy plans, how to reopen the industry. So it was a huge. I won't use the word complex. There were various factors involved, and I would salute each and every one of us in our industry to have played that role in making sure that the third objective of making sure that India shines The venues, the infrastructure. You know, I remember having met, Goel Saab at ITPO or IEML or BIEC or even Dwarka, the Geo project, Nesco, Hyderabad. Uh, I could name all of them in Pune, in Navi Bombay, Sitco. I could name all of them. Everyone played a role in making sure that their venues will not come to a standstill. Some of them were forcibly closed because there was a national cause. They had to become hospitals. Notwithstanding that, I salute the venues, each and every one of them, how they under their own pressures made sure that today when it is opening, you see all over, right? There are shows opening in everyone, from Gandhinagar to Bombay to Bangalore to Coimbatore to, I mean, pardon me if I miss any out, but you know what I'm saying, Raghav. You're there at all these places.
Now, this is where I wanted to come to talking about venues. As you mentioned, all of them have got busy now. People are now moving out. Exhibitions have opened up. So, what kind of trends do you foresee now, and what are the sentiments now?
See, the immediate sentiment is what we see reflected in the venues. The shows are smaller. There is very little international participation. The visitors are amazing, one and all, right? That is the immediate. But believe me, and I'm telling you now from first-hand experience, because as you said, we are at almost every venue and every show. We are involved in as our company. We are seeing this trend changing very fast. The moment the travels have eased out, freight capacities are improving. With airlines now opening up, we've started seeing international participation. Believe me, sooner than what I personally had expected. So we're going to be bouncing back. By we, I mean the industry is going to be bouncing back to its original levels. If I was to look into a lamp and say by when, I would say, all right, the immediate shows which are coming now, which were rescheduled events, which are happening now, they are big shows, capital good events. They would still be, of a good size, but maybe not the same. And as I said, very little international participation. But you watch the next season, 6 months, and we're back to our original self.
Wow. And if you have to say 3 words about the coming times for the Indian exhibition industry, how does it look like?
3 words. That's a good question, Raghav. I could write a book actually on it, but okay, I'll tell you what. The first word for India: opportunity. There's going to be immense opportunity. Second word, there is going to be prosperity, immense prosperity. And third word, which I will plead with all my friends and colleagues of our industry, is when we are getting there with the opportunity and prosperity, do it with humility.
On a personal note, I would like to ask you, I see you quite transformed.
Well, not really transformed, believe me, it is the same Ravinder Sethi. But you have to do a lot of, during COVID times, you do a lot of inward thinking and certain things which are very, very important. Nothing changed as far as my values and my personal virtues. I'm a family man, and that always remains. Yeah, I had to take care of my health. My health was perfect, but I said, hey, come on, I need to lose weight. So that became a target, personally, so which I achieved very well. I think I did very well for myself. But when it all opened up, the first things I said to myself is 2.5 years, I need to go, and me, Kiran and I, my wife and I, we needed to go meet our daughters, our children, grandchildren. So we did that. We were in the US and we were in Australia, and I have 4 granddaughters, and what a delight. What a delight. God is kind, Raghav.
Indeed, God is kind. And on this note, I do hope that you enjoyed our episode. There's a new series which we have launched where we are going to talk and speak with the industry leaders, understand their perspectives and the human sides. So thank you, Mr. Sethi, for giving us time today.
Pleasure, Raghav. And let me say that we're all very proud of you also, and your team. The way you project the Indian industry, just keep up the good work. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
As I said, keep that flag flying high.
Yes.